Welcome back to the Mayorverse, everybody. Mayor Reynolds, aka Midnight Mayor here, and today I want to talk about the state of DEADROP, talk about the DEADROP community, a lot of the feedback around DEADROP Snapshot 6, which has been out for a couple weeks now as of the recording of this video. And if you're listening to this, whether you've been a member of the 12 a.m. community for a long time, or if you're new to DEADROP, there's a lot to talk about. So I just want to open it up. Here we go. Okay, guys, so this is where we're at with DEADROP as of Snapshot 6, as in my personal opinion. I've been playing since Snapshot 1. I've been making tons of content based on DEADROP, constantly reading Discord, paying attention to what the devs say. A lot of you guys know how closely I've been following this game and creating content around the game. Okay, as of now in Snapshot 6, even though there's been a lot of us who've been playing the game for, what, a year and a half now, my guess is that the development of this game is probably 25% complete. That's my personal guess. I'm not a dev, okay? We are still pre-alpha. And there's a lot of things to discuss here. And there's a lot of things to remember that Midnight Society is doing completely differently than your standard game. When you play DEADROP right now, you're playing a game that is different than virtually any other alpha, beta, playtest that you have ever played. Most of the betas or alphas that you play are games that are 80, 85, 90, 95% complete, right? Like the whole game is, for all intents and purposes, it's done. You might be testing the servers, you might be testing some basic weapon balance, testing for crashes. The devs want to see, how the game works on different graphics cards and different PC setup, but the game is done. The maps are done. Right? Like the models are done. Your character's movement speed is done. For all intents and purposes, when you play a Call of Duty beta or even an alpha, 2 months before the game comes out or a month comes out, the game is finished. Like, make no mistake. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that's more marketing. And yes, you're testing the servers. Yes, you're testing for bugs and crashes. But it's totally different than what Midnight Society is doing. And I think a lot of people either need to remind themselves of that and keep that in perspective, or if you're new to the community, that's fine. This is a different experience than what you're used to. And the thing is this is an amazing experience because what we are being allowed to play, what we are being welcomed into, is to help actually build this game from day zero. That is what Midnight Society committed to us, is here. Come play our game. When we first got to play this game, it was a firing range that ran at like, what was it, like 10 frames per second? That was basically to show you, do you like the theme of this game, the vibe of this game? Here's one gun and shoot these targets and tell us what you think of it. And then obviously we got PvP in a blockout environment. Tons of stuff didn't work. Tons of stuff wasn't designed, wasn't mapped out. Then eventually we got something close to a finished map, right? And now in Snapshot 6, there's progress every snapshot. We're getting a blockout version of what could be their second map or sector, as you all know. The guns are feeling more and more refined, like the LMG feels much more balanced. The double barrel feels much more balanced. Many of the guns feel better. We're getting more and more. But still, we are nowhere near completion. We're not even close. This game is planned to be 7 sectors. There's gonna be all sorts of stuff. Story, missions, objectives, battle passes, skins, all the things you would expect from a normal game, right? But we are in at day 0. But this is a totally different experience than what we are used to. So I know that there are a ton of us who want to grind the game every single day. We love DEADROP, we love this universe, we love the gunplay, we love the vertical gameplay design, and we want full lobbies. We want, the full experience, 36-player lobbies every time we get on, no matter what time. And you want to, just instantly have a match, but we're not at Fortnite yet, guys. This is not a live game. This is not a game as a service. We are in basically a testing ground. We are in a live testing ground that the developers are taking our feedback from. Don't forget to take your Snapshot 6 survey, by the way, everybody. You can find that in the game, which links you to the Midnight Society website. Give the devs your feedback, post your suggestions, in the Midnight Society Discord for the game, whatever they may be, they truly listen. So again, what we are playing right now, it's totally different. This is a truly revolutionary experience, almost an experiment that Midnight Society is conducting by saying, hey, we're not going to develop this game by ourselves in isolation and then put it out to you and hope you like it. We're going to welcome you and make sure you like it because you're playing it all along and telling us what to do with the game. What weapons do you like? What do you not like? What maps, what aspects of this map do you like? If you don't like the high ground on this map, the way it flows, we're gonna change it. Like, other games do not do that. Like, yes, there are games that internally have people play testing them and giving feedback, but nothing of this scale, right? Not welcoming in the world and showing everybody basically with no clothes on, walking out before your game can run at proper FPS, before you have a battle pass. You know, right now, we're not really, for all intents and purposes, a lot of us are playing the game every day, and we love it. I'm one of them. I'm streaming at twitch.tv/MayorReynolds, by the way. Come watch me. But that's really even, it's amazing that we can do that, that we're given that ability, that this game is already that fun, right? Because this is a test, and there's so much stuff that is unfinished. Like, to say that the game isn't polished is not an insult. That's a literal fact. Like, they're still building the geometry, they're still building the infrastructure, they're still building the bones, right? And they're moving so fast, and they're giving us so much. They're talking about UGC all the time, which is user-generated content, like handing us the keys to, basically, if you're unfamiliar with UGC, I have videos on the channel, by the way. Think Halo's Forge mode, Fortnite creative mode. Like, they're already talking about giving us those tools. That is not normal. We are being basically given an extreme privilege to be part of this. At least that's how I feel. I know there's people out there who, you know, are obsessed over what FPS they're getting in the game, and you know, I want to get the highest kills I can per game, and I'm not happy that there's 9 players in the lobby when I queue at 4 p.m. Eastern, and those kinds of things. But again, guys, think of this as a playtest. This is not a live service game, and believe me, I want those full lobbies too. I want to play the game at 144 FPS. I want to play the game when it has all 7 sectors. I'm so excited about all that stuff, but I'm even more excited to be part of this journey and being given the privilege to be part of this game's journey and development. Like, this is truly a one-of-a-kind experience. There's no other game okay, I'm thinking of a game like Ghost Recon Frontline, and this is not to insult Ubisoft, this is just a fact. They announced that game. It was a Ghost Recon Battle Royale. I was interested in it. I think a lot of us were interested in it, right? And they're like, it's coming soon. Like, it's coming out very soon. And then, like, it went dark for a while because they did a test under NDA after they announced it and said, hey, it's coming soon. And the feedback from that test was not good. So then what happened? Literally, the game got canceled. Wait, and it was still under NDA. We don't know what it was like. It's just gone. And if they had done something like open the doors to the game earlier and involve the community, who definitely want a new Ghost Recon game, like, don't make no mistake, there's people who want a new Ghost Recon game and would be very excited to play a Ghost Recon game, Battle Royale or not. They probably could have gone in a different direction earlier and not had to cut their losses, right? And that's what's so brilliant about what Midnight Society is doing. And I know it's not meant to be grinded 24 hours a day right now. You're not supposed to have a battle pass. You're supposed to be helping this game come to be something much greater. So when it launches, all of us will have had a hand in making this game. And how proud are we all going to be that I've been playing this game for 2 years or 3 years or whatever, and now it's out and I can tell my friends, come play this game. I've been playing it forever. I've been talking about it forever. And, like, literally my feedback was taken, and, like, I proudly invite you to come play this game. That's going to be an amazing moment when this game is finished and you finally sit down with it, even though you've been playing it for so long, right? Some of us. and it's finished, like finished. I know games are never really finished these days, because there's continual development and fixing and optimization and new content being made forever, right? Like the minimum plan for a game these days is to be online and making content for like 10 years, right? To get your ROI and all that stuff. But like, imagine that moment when we're there on launch day and we've got hundreds of thousands and millions of players to come in and play this game, and you've been part of it since day 0. Like, this is what Midnight Society is about. All that stuff that you want is going to come. Like the skins, the battle pass, the missions, the story, you know, more maps and sectors, obviously optimization, more anti-cheat. Everything is gonna come. And right now, what we're meant to do is play this game, give our feedback to Midnight Society, and it's amazing that we can enjoy it in this state. Seriously, like that tells you how good this game is gonna be. That after how many snapshots are we playing this game, and we're already like, holy crap, this game is next level. The vertical map design here is really something special. The movement here is really something special. And they just keep adding more and more new things, like one feature at a time, just changing the game and building it. And I think it's incredible. I have zero complaints. I'm so thankful to Midnight Society, and I'm just, yeah. And to directly address, you know, the lobby sizes and so on and stuff right now, I know all of us want bigger lobbies, and we all want to play the game with more people, and we will get opportunities like that. I mean, this Friday, we're getting an invite a friend feature for the weekend, which is cool. But, you know, how many games, think about this. Midnight Society has to play their cards carefully, right? They don't want to, I can't think of a phrase other than go too soon. I can, but I don't want to say it. They don't want to welcome in 3 million players and have people play the game and be like, well, there's only one maybe finished map and another blockout map, and you know, I'm running at 60 FPS. You know what's gonna happen? How many games, even really good games, you know, die or don't reach, have people leave the game because, you know, there's not enough content. How often do you hear that these days? Like, every game gets that, right? Apex Legends gets that. Halo Infinite has got that. Splitgate has got that. Some really great games that people complain there's not enough content in. So imagine, as much as I would like to believe that people are smart enough to recognize what Midnight Society is doing and giving us the keys to the car, so to speak, and letting us play an active in development game, I think it's smart to limit that audience right now. And so then when people, the average Joe, plays DEADROP for the first time, it's a more flushed out experience that we had a hand in making, that we had a hand in guiding at the very least. No, we're not the developers of the game. That's Midnight Society themselves. But you get what I'm saying. So as much as I would love more people in the game, so on and so forth, I think, you know, if not for anything other than marketing purposes and the long-term success of the game, it does make sense to keep it limited for now. Though 402 has made it clear that around the time that Snapshot 7 drops, it's very likely that more players are going to be coming in. We obviously know that console variants are going to be welcomed in at some point. Like, it's going to happen. We just need to be patient, right? And we need to keep giving our feedback to Midnight Society about the game, every single aspect, to help them craft it. The more feedback they get from us, the faster they're going to be able to move, because that's just a fact. They're going to know which way to go. They're going to hear the player base. They're going to hear the community. And they're going to say, okay, this is what we're hearing. This is our tasks. These are our tasks that we need to complete. Period. Like, that's what we got to do. And it's totally different, and it's amazing. I mean, think of it this way. Imagine that building DEADROP and game development is like building a house. When you build your house, you're going to build your walls, you're going to build your frame, you're going to build your roof, you're going to build your floor. You got to build it methodically. Then you're going to fill it with your stuff, right? When all is said and done, then you're going to add a staircase, and then you're going to do this, that, and the other thing. You're going to build the bathroom, the sink. When you're building a house, you're not going to build one wall and then paint that wall and then put a couch in front of it and now say, okay, now let's build the next wall. That's not how it works. You gotta build it methodically, like there's a method, right? I also want to remind everybody that the best times to play Dead Drop with big lobbies and to meet new people in the 12 AM community is, of course, Friday night Dead Drop. Join the Midnight Society Discord to get the details on that, but we start at 9 p.m. Eastern every Friday. And then Saturday night Dead Drop as well, which is geared more towards the European crowd. That starts at 3 p.m. Eastern for folks like me on the East Coast. But we got those, then I have a feeling we're also going to get other community events throughout the week like we did for Snapshot 5, different streamers and influencers being brought in to host different themed events to really get more excitement going and test different aspects of the game. So stay tuned for all that. Again, make sure you're following Midnight Society on social media and you're in the Discord to get all the news on those events when they come up. So hopefully this didn't come off as too preachy. I just want to, again, kind of try to like hone in our perspective and remember what we're doing, what we're helping build here. Appreciate the Midnight Society dev process, the whole team who are constantly engaged with the community, and really encourage everybody to take advantage of your variant or your claw status, your tower key. Play the snapshot, give your feedback. Don't sit on the sidelines. Jump in, give your feedback, help the game get made, and be a positive steward of the community, like I said. So when this game comes out, we're all there helping usher it in with a smile on our face, because we all know the game's communities are extremely important. Like, we all know a lot of games who have, even really good ones, that have been harmed by their own communities, right? And I'm not saying that that's going to happen here. I don't believe that's going to happen here. The Midnight Society community is beyond amazing. There's so many talented individuals making so many really cool things. The passion around this game and this community is seriously unmatched. It is truly one of a kind. But I really want to encourage everybody to, you know, do your thing. Give your feedback, play the game, let everybody know what you love, what you think needs to be looked at, reassessed, all that stuff, and help spread the word about this game so it can have the most successful launch in life possible when we get there. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. This has been Mayor Reynolds, Midnight Mayor. We have tons of other content on the channel. This is the YouTube channel to be on if you want more Dead Drop, Midnight Society news. We've got guides, tips and tricks, montages, live action content. We've got it all here, guys. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're playing Midnight Society. I mean, if you're playing Dead Drop. If you're interested in Midnight Society and what they're doing, and don't miss anything. So subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next video. Midnight Mayor out. For those of you who didn't know, I am sponsored by Humble Bundle. If you don't know what Humble Bundle it is an online game store where you can buy games and support charity at the same time. You can find it at humblebundle.com. And if you use my link, I am partnered with them. You'll also support my channel and my content at the same time. And they put new bundles on there. Right now, you can buy the entirety of Attack on Titan for dirt cheap, the manga. But one of my favorite bundles is live right now. That is the Best of Boomer Shooters bundle. There's a lot of retro FPSs in here, but there's new bundles all the time, and you can support me and charity and get great games in bundles dirt cheap all the time. So check out Humble Bundle, and you won't be disappointed.